Cool. Hi there, just Matt Luxton here from mattluxtonhealthandfitness.com. Just here with Alison at the end of our training camp that we've had here, a holiday, should I call it, in Tenerife. Just going to catch up with Alison and just find out a little bit from her as to why she signed up, what it is she wanted from the experience, and ultimately how she feels about what we've been up to. So, thank you, Alison.
Okay.
Cool. So, if you can just explain your reasoning for wanting to come on this holiday that we've put on.
Well, I always wanted to do something like this anyway, so it just felt like the perfect opportunity to be able to come away and train with you for a week in the sunshine at the end of quite a long winter.
Yep.
At a facility that looked really good and would meet the needs of myself and other people who wanted to take part as well.
Yeah. So what was it that you particularly wanted to do when you came here? Like obviously I sent out like a provisional itinerary. What was it that you really wanted to get personally out of the holiday?
So I wanted to get out on the bikes,
Yep.
go and see some of the island, but I also wanted to take more nutritional tips from you
Yep.
as well, and that was quite useful because obviously we had every meal together,
Yep.
so it was good to learn what to eat when, before we trained, after we trained, and at the end of the day as well. So, and that also followed on from the 6-week plan that I've done leading
Yep.
up to the week as well.
Yeah, which obviously you got great results on, and it was nice probably just to back that up with having those conversations around dinner, just
Yeah.
on those questions that you've always got, like on nutrition, just because it's such a big field.
Yeah.
Like what should I be eating when, where, like, you know, what would be the best thing to eat now after that type of session, blah, blah, blah.
Exactly, and that just embedded a lot of the principles that I've tried to take on board over the last 6 weeks.
Yeah.
So doing it in practice and just making the right decisions, and actually it was hard to make wrong decisions because the food's been great. So
Yeah.
there was that.
And what would you say then about the, you know, obviously the facility? So you really wanted to ride your bike. How did you
Yeah.
enjoy the bike rides up in the
Bikes were-
mountains?
The bikes were awesome, the views were amazing,
Yeah.
the climbs were tough, challenging, mentally and physically,
Yeah.
but feels like such an achievement.
Yeah, very
It was
rewarding.
great.
once you've done it, right?
Absolutely, yeah.
And obviously the facilities here, like, you know, as we look around behind us in the video, the mountains clearly, but obviously the swimming pool and gym that we've been using, and you know the other areas like the grass and the track and stuff. So
Yeah.
how would you describe it compared to anything you've ever seen before? Or
Well, I went to Club La Santa in 1992, which is a long time ago, but this is nothing compared to this.
Yeah.
It's just amazing. The swimming pools are incredible because I come from a long time ago, but from a swimming background.
yeah,
The swimming pools are amazing, and the track was great. The temperature's just been perfect.
yeah,
And the CrossFit training
Oh,
box
yeah.
has been fab. So it's also been so accessible as well, and then being able to get the bikes from the same place.
yeah. Makes it
It's
easy
been,
to do.
yeah, it's been really easy. It's been
And
great.
what would you say to somebody who's thinking about, because like there's many people sort of mentioned about coming in, you know, obviously because it's the first one that we did here, you know, there's that sort of risk element. What would you say to somebody who's thinking about coming on a fitness holiday like this, whether it be with us or somebody? What would you say about, you know, some people who are thinking about coming on this one?
I'd say just do it. I think people will be frightened that they're going to be around people that are much better athletes than themselves, and that may be true, but that shouldn't put anybody off, because the way that this week is run with you and Dell, you've catered for everyone's ability.
Yeah.
So even out on the bike ride where some people might be stronger on bike than someone else, everyone's felt involved
Yeah.
and has been sort of all brought up together. And with the running we've done as well, and the swimming, it's been tailored
Yeah.
to people's ability. So I'd say just do it, and don't be scared to do it, because no matter what your level, you will be catered for.
Yeah, I think that's key, isn't it? Because like these sort of holidays, at the end of the day, it's about an experience for everybody, in
Yeah.
my opinion. So whether you've got somebody who's, you know, particularly fit, particularly you know, perceived as fit within their peer group,
Yeah.
or whether you've got somebody who just wants to get fit and come on something like this to kickstart them, that's the kind of people that we want to, you know, we want
Yeah.
to invite all of those people. And give them experience, you know, based on
Yeah.
their fitness level. So
I think
that's
this would boost anyone's training
Yeah.
if they're in a program. It would kickstart anyone's training if they're umming and ahhing over what to do.
Yeah.
and it would rejuvenate people's motivation.
Yeah.
I
So-
think, to keep going.
So for you now, then, lastly, just closing up, then, what's your, after having done this, now you're gonna go home, and so what's this gonna ignite for you? Then obviously you had that 6-week kickstart with me, the health and fitness program that we did. For you, what do you feel you'll now move into to
Well-
sort of kickstart your your next goal, if you like?
So my next goal is the Dart 10K.
Yeah.
So I've got a lot more swimming to build in.
Yeah.
So that will be there. But I think the two biggest things for me have been the change in running technique that we learned.
Yeah.
So that's going to be the thing that I keep up the most,
Yeah.
I think, going forwards. And also the nutritional stuff as well.
Building
Just
on that.
building on that and not letting that slide.
Thank you very much. We'll break off now, but thank you very much for watching. And if you're thinking about coming along to one of these holidays and you want to ask any questions, just feel free to pop me a message.